This time we've headed to the continent, way over in Belgium, although so far the weather hasn't proved that much different from England. So, get ready as the BRDC stars hit the tarmac. It's the longest circuit on the map, so as it's a special occasion, Ed's got some special wheels to show us around.
Ed's going four-wheel drive for our demo lap around the Genk circuit. It's 1,300 metres and internationally graded for our overseas visit here. Well, this looks like a very hot lap by Ed, but I've got a feeling that those checkered flags on the back of the car are the only ones he's going to see this weekend. Lots of overtaking opportunities with long straights, tight corners. We're coming up towards the end of the lap here. It's wet this weekend, and that's going to be an added problem.
Right, it's pretty damp out there today, so the drivers will be on wet tyres. So Nigel, can you just tell us the difference between the two tyres?
Yeah, sure, Ed. What we've got here is the slick tyre, which the guys would normally use when we're in dry conditions. You can see no tread whatsoever, maximum grip on the circuit, absolutely ideal for dry weather. Here we have wet weather tyres. You can see deeply grooved. This is pretty much a brand new tyre. Dissipates the rain, dissipates the water. Nice grip on the circuit, exactly what you need in these conditions.
They may be tiny, but they can pack a serious punch. The cadets are just 8 years old, but they're already better than most of the drivers on the road. They're highly focused and supercharged miniature racers with their right foot always on at the right time. The current champion is Sam Jenkins, and he's hoping to retain his title today as #1. So pressure's on for today's racing.
Yeah, it's going to be really close because there's loads of good drivers out there, but hopefully I'll pull in the win.
So you're looking forward to the race?
Yeah.
And who's going to win?
Well, me, of course.
That's what we like to hear, isn't it? Who's your competition?
Well, most people out there, really.
No one in particular?
Sam Jenkins, Callum Boyo, all the top runners.
Cool, good luck then. Don't let that innocence fool you. These are boys on a mission.
On to our first race. It's Ashley Whiteman on 35 on the front row. Alongside him, Samuel Parent, James Appleton, one to watch out for on kart 11. And Appleton has already got himself up into the front. It's all action here in the cadets, all over the grass as well. There's Appleton. He's coming under pressure from 35. Ashley Whiteman. Whiteman down the inside here. Is he going to grab the line into the corner? Yes, he does. Fantastic. Just a wheel over the curb on the way in and the way out of that chicane there. There is 42, Jordan King, that we were talking to earlier on. But this lead battle is absolutely fantastic. Appleton in 11 around the outside there. Is he going to be able to pull this one off? Or is the 35 car going to be able to hang on to it? We're in the closing stages now, and here we come. It's a late move from Appleton here. He's going to dive for the inside. The checkered flag beckons. They're up to the grid, side by side. Well, 11 takes it, but a technical infringement for second place Whiteman.
Obviously, it lets more air into the engine, so I've got...
Makes you a bit quicker.
Yeah.
So you've been disqualified?
Yeah.
I just managed to get him on the last corner and I'm very pleased about it.
Did you come second out there?
Yeah. Well, I finished third, but I think someone got disqualified, so...
Here we go, heat 2, Adam Sterling and Harry Truelove, and it looks to me like Sterling's got caught short, and it's Harry Truelove going around the outside at the first corner. This is our second cadet race. Truelove leads into the hairpin here at Genk, and he's got a good lead. That was a great move around the outside. The question is now, can he hang on to it? In second position, 45, Sammy Blake, on board with James Appleton, who's doing a grand job down the order. But look at this, Truelove is starting to get away. Now, who's that? He's dicing with 19 in front of him. Is James McClay. And our camera car, well, it doesn't seem to be jinxed today. He's doing a brilliant job with it. There he's 19 in front of him, and he's going to try and make it through on the inside, but he's had a change for the lead. We're getting here at Genk. On the far side, Harry Truelove being overtaken, back with the camera car, 63 in front of him. That's Roy Johnson. Johnson coming under pressure there, and he goes down the inside line. Fantastic stuff. Johnson relegated a place. As we look at Jack Parker in 40, going through 63 there. Roy Johnson demoted, the Walsall-based lad. But out front, it's Harry Truelove in 59, still there, still leading this one. And, well, not really coming under pressure at the moment. He's got 4 or 5 kart lengths ahead of the 46 machine of Alex Alban, one of the front runners in the championship. And Alban now is starting to close him down. That lead has gone down to about a length, and surely Alban is going to make a move before too long. A little look over the shoulder there from Truelove in the lead. And Alban, to my mind, looks the more confident of the two. Out of the corner, onto the straight they go once again. Here we go, on board. That's the 18 kart of Jake Dennis that's now been challenged by our camera car to James Appleton on number 11. But here we go, back to our leaders. Alburn's going to have a look around the outside. This could be a big, brave move. Truelove made the start on the outside, didn't he? And the same thing has happened to him. He's been overtaken on the outside. Alexander Alburn round the outside into lead position. Now, can Harry Truelove fight back? He's going to, of course, try and do it on the crossover. That doesn't work for him. He's just following now in his wheel track. Slightly different line into that corner. Little look over the shoulder there from Alex Alburn on 46, who is trying to take the battle for the championship to Sam Jenkins, who we will no doubt see in the later race today. Truelove still challenging. Back to our camera car. 11. James Appleton looking down the inside here. Is he going to make up another place? Great shot of that booted foot there, trying to go through, but it's the closing stages here. A little challenge from Truelove down the inside. Checkered flag beckons, and it's Alexander Alburn that's going to take the win. He's delighted with it. Checkered flag for Alburn from Truelove, and now the battle for third place. There is 18 Jake Dennis. Our camera car James Appleton isn't just able to do it, but it sets us up for a terrific final.
The big question everyone's asking is Sam Jenkins going to retain title as number 1? So who are you guys rooting for?
Sam!
Sam? What supporters of Sam here?
Shot!
And what tyres are you guys on?
Slick! He's on Flex Headway.
So you're on wet tyres?
Half and half at the moment, but don't know whether wets or slicks, to be honest.
You're going to have to decide soon, aren't you?
That's my dad's job.
It's a mighty mini motoring moment as the cool, calm yet chaotic cadets take to the track for the final.
James Appleton on the front row, pole position. Jack Parker alongside him. Sam Jenkins is inside of the second row with Jacob Stilt next up. It's a cracking start, a very crowded start as we go on board once again with James Appleton, who's got to leave. Waved yellows there at this early stage, but it's Appleton who leads. There is Sam Jenkins in second place, and coming up is Max Maguire in 72, incredibly from the fourth row of the grid. A lightning start from him and those two chasing. There is the problem. It's 59, Harry Truelove, who we saw earlier take a splendid result earlier on, but the top two are starting to get away with it. Putting pressure on there is Sam Jenkins in cart number 1. 11 is our race leader, James Appleton. Now, it was almost there, as if Jenkins was looking over his shoulder, possibly for a bit of support from the 72 cart there of Mad Max Maguire, who's in third place. We'll see whether they will work together in this one, but at the moment, it is still 11. James Appleton, who is hanging on to it. Quick look over his shoulder. Three-way train now. Head down from Sam Jenkins. Looks over his shoulder, makes the move. Down the inside into the corner. Surely he's going to do it. And surely Maguire's going to follow through as well. He does. There is the view from our onboard. Down to third place for the original leader and pole position man, James Appleton. Will he be able to fight back now? And more importantly, we're going to see a battle for the lead between 72 Maguire and number 1 Jenkins out the front, the defending champion, who of course has got to beat his arch rival in this race, Alexander. All bang into the back of 72 goes James Appleton. That doesn't seem to upset Appleton, or does it? He goes wide, and here comes the 11 cart. He's through, back into second place. One cart in front for him to come to overtake now. That's Sam Jenkins. Down the inside he goes. Has he done it? He has. Is he going to get him on the crossover though, Jenkins? No, he doesn't for the moment. Masterly driving from James Appleton. Wonder if he was helped though, that little bit of a nudge on 72. Certainly that got him into second, but the manoeuvre into lead position was really all his own work. A quick look over his shoulder, head down as he comes down the straight. Very slippery out there, as you see from the marshals waving the flags, but 11, James Appleton hangs on to it. The youngster from Nantwich is leading this one. We've got Max Maguire in cart 72 back in second position now. Down in third, it's number 1, the reigning champion, Sam Jenkins. Who's going to make the move here? Is it going to be Maguire in 72? Or is it going to be Jenkins to come through as well? Here comes Maguire, almost draws level. Look over the shoulder from Appleton. Here comes Maguire. Jenkins is in the right place as well. Jenkins has read this very well indeed. Takes the line up in the second place, but it's Max Maguire in 72 that takes the lead. And now James Appleton has got all that work to do again from third place. Can he do it as we get towards the closing stages of this race? Oh, and problem is Alex Alburn. Alex Alburn, Jenkins' arch rival for the championship, is out. That surely will hand the checkered flag and the championship to Jenkins, who's challenging for the lead on Maguire. Maguire at the moment, as they come towards the final straight here, looks over his shoulder. Maguire takes the win. Jenkins takes second, and the championship. Third goes to James Appleton. What a sensational end. Congratulations to Sam Jenkins, and Dad is delighted.
What does that win mean to you?
Winning the lottery, brilliant drive, absolutely brilliant, and very hard weekend, isn't it, mate? Oh, fabulous.
How do you feel about that, Sam?
Well, it's good to end the season, well, win with a clean, well, easy win. Well, not easy, but it's fairly easy.
Nothing's easy in motorsport, Sam, particularly retaining the British Championship. 2 wins on the trot. We're going to hear a lot more about this young man, Sam Jenkins. And there's still one more round to go, and he's done it. Max Maguire second, Alexander Alban is in third, and Callum Bowyer fourth. The last words, though, before the break, go to Team Jenkins.
British champion. Yeah!
Welcome back. The ICCs have provided plenty of action this year with a mix of tears and triumph. I'm sad to say this is the final round, so it's time to say goodbye to some of our favourite drivers.
Start of the year in pre-season testing, I ended up breaking my scaphoid in my left wrist, which set us back no end. Meant I missed quite a lot of testing. Meant for the first 2 rounds I was driving in a lot of pain and with it strapped up.
We haven't been quick in the dry. A lot down to me, I think. I've never been really abroad.
I mean, it'd be really nice if me and Scott, who's my teammate, and the Castrol team can have a first and a second. And Scott's really trying to get in the top 6, ready for the shootout at the end of the year, so I'll probably be trying to help him do that as well.
Dean Stoneman is the new champion for this year. He's got so many points that no one can catch him. Although the championship winner has already been decided, there's still plenty at stake for these boys. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on indeed. Sam Moore on the O-plate on pole. Bjorn Rodder alongside him on kart 36. What a blinding start by Sam Moore. Well, we've seen some great stuff from him throughout the year so far, and he has streaked away with the lead once again. Of course, we've upped the speed in this one. The gearbox karts here at Genk, the slightly older drivers as well, so the pace a little bit hotter, and certainly from the start for Sam Moore. What's happened to Rodder seems to be dropping away at the moment. It's Frank Rath already up into second place there, and having a cracking dice as they come around that corner, down the straightaway once again. There is the O-plate runner into the right-hander, and we've got a challenge for the lead here coming through. It's Tom Hibbert on kart number 4 who comes through into the lead. Frank Rathel in third place. Sam Moore now down into second place. Are we going to see Rathel into second? He does it down the inside. Brilliant stuff. Moore down to third, but will fight back. There's not quite a gap from here as he come onto the home straight. So away with this one at the moment is Tom Hibbert. Then we get a quick look at number 10, Scott Allen, one of the drivers that you heard being mentioned earlier on. He dives down the inside of Will Hibbert. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Well, if you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing, they say out in America, and it certainly seems to apply over in Europe, whether in the UK or here in Belgium. But we've got a challenge on for the lead once again there, and Rathel trying to go through. Rathel and Tom Hibbert hard at it here. Who's going to grab the line? It's just about Tom Hibbert on kart 4 who hangs on to it. Rathel's got the inside line again. Tight, tight, tight they go. Rathel's through. Brilliant stuff from Frank Rathel, who comes through there. He started next to Tom Hibbert on the second row of the grid. He's got back into the lead, and now he's got his head down to try and pull away. There is the number 10 kart of Scott Allen, who started away down the field. He's the teammate of Nick Smith, and as I say, started away down the field. That was because he started on dry tyres in wet conditions, but now the circuit is very much to his liking. The wet conditions going away, and he's challenging now for second position. There is the number 4 kart of Tom Hibbert. Has he got the line here? Number 10 is going to have a look down the inside. Scott Allen, has he got it? He surely has. There he goes into the corner here. Well, it's going to be wheel over the curb there, and does that unsettle him? No, it doesn't. Well, Tom Hibbert's still challenging him and trying to get up the inside, barges his way up side by side on the exit of the corner, but this looks very, very good indeed for Scott Allen. Tom Hibbert is really being challenged, and this is terrific news for the race leader Frank Rathel. You see going out of shot there. Well, these two are battling hard. They're slowing each other up, and of course allowing Frank Rathel to get away, but here comes Scott again. Surely, I think he's done it. He's got into second place. Scott Allen into second, but here is the man who's going to take the flag. Frank Rathel wins it. Superb win in Super ICC.
Yeah, we decided to go for slicks and leave a wet setup on the kart. Nearly missed the race, but when we got out there, first couple of laps, got into third, and it didn't feel too bad straight off. Got muscled out a bit onto some wet patches, and then as the race went on, came through past them. You can pass them so easy up the straight when you've got slicks on. But unlucky on the last lap, Tom tried his hardest to hold me behind, otherwise I probably could have had a go at Frank.
The track was drying before we went out, so it's always going to be a gamble on the setup, and luckily we got it right, and another couple of laps and Scott on slicks might have done us, but the race couldn't have worked out any better for us.
With gearboxes, the Super ICC karts are unique in Stars of Tomorrow. We thought you'd like a guided tour, so we asked Daniel Borton to do the honours for us.
Well, to change down gears, you just knock it forward, and when you're changing up gears, you just knock it back. You can pull in the clutch just by pulling this, and that means you can keep the engine running while standing still.
Well, let's see if anyone stands still at the start of this one. Well, it's the Japanese Katsuhisa Ikuta who stands still. Cracking start from James Mudd off pole position, but even better from kart number 6. Great start from Lee Stamp from the 4th row of the grid, who joins the leaders. There he is. Down the inside of him goes Tom Hibbert. On kart number 4, they bang wheels. Number 5's in the mix as well. That's James Mudd. And James Mudd back in 3rd place now behind Lee Stamp on 6th. It's Tom Hibbert leading. Look at the conditions. We go on board with Nick Smith. And, well, you can see, he can't see virtually anything at all as he tries to chase 36. That's Bjorn Rodder, who started outside the top 4, but here we go, back to the front here, and it's number 4 that is leading this one, Tom Hibbert. And the question is he going to resume battle, the battle that we saw with Scott Allen on kart 10? Yes, he is. There goes Scott Allen down the inside, takes the lead. Hibbert's going to fight back on the inside. They don't trade paint this time as they did in the previous race. Maybe they're saving that for later on. Hibbert back in lead position, down into turn 1. Bit of a slide from him, and Scott tries to go back through. He does it. He's back in the lead. Allen's back in the lead on kart number 10. Hibbert fighting it every which way he can. Kart number 6, Lee Stamp's in 3rd. You can see things getting slightly clearer now. Bang! Into the back of number 5, James Mudd. Well, perhaps as clear as mud for Nick Smith, the view, because that contact definitely wasn't what James Mudd wanted. And neither, I suspected, Nick Smith. As kart number 4, Tom Hibbert looks down the inside to regain 2nd position, loses it on the exit of the corner, hammer down the straight they go, and Scott Allen looking very useful out front and getting away from what is a great battle for 2nd place. You can see the sliding of the karts really accentuated in the damp conditions. We go on board with Nick Smith looking down the inside of Ikuta there. Think he's made that play stick, or has he? He did, but then Ikuta gets him back. Well, after a lousy start from the Japanese, he's certainly enjoying his race with Nick Smith in the Team Castrol kart. But there we get 36, Bjorn Rodder involved with kart number 2, Nick Smith. So really dicing going all the way down. There is the O-plate there of Sam Moore, who is probably a little bit further back than he would have liked. Will Hibbert on kart number 11. Back we go on board with Nick Smith. There in front of him is kart number 3, Frank Rathel, who doesn't seem to be as happy in the damp conditions. Rathel is going to be passed here by Nick Smith, or is he? Well, we'll come back to that one in just a moment. There is Rathel in number 3. Number 2, Nick Smith, has indeed made it around into the next corner. Rathel at the moment can't do anything about him. But just look at that four-wheel drift there from the race leader, Scott Allen. Spectacular stuff. He's heading towards the flag. Nick Smith trying to get up a place on the inside of Dan Rodder. Let's see whether he can do it. I think he's done it. We're not going to see the challenging kart come back through, but it's Scott Allen. Oh, there's a problem. Lee Stamp retires. The quick starter is out of it. Stamp won't deliver today, but there is kart number 10, Scott Allen taking the win. Bjorn Rodder in 2nd.
Right, the ICC final now. Let's see who's up for it. Sam Moore's dad here. New tyres going on. Is this a plan for Super Sam to come and go out in a bang?
No, this is just to use up the tyres that we've bought. If it rains, we're not going out.
Not too big a bang, hopefully. We'll see. Should be a good result, I think, with Scott on pole.
Point to prove in this last race. Is it new chassis you're on this weekend?
Yeah, trying it something different, so we'll try and see what we can do with this one.
3rd on the grid, so we're at the sharp end, and it's been a good weekend so far. Hopefully it would be nice to finish it on the top step.
Speed disastrous.
Gears fast and
awesome.
Time for talking's over. Let's see who leaves their mark on the continent.
The last Super ICC race of the year. Scott Allen on pole and a cracking start from the outside of the front row for 26, Daniel Borton. Daniel gave us a guided tour of the kart earlier on, and now he's going to give the rest a guided tour of the first corner of this race. There he is pulling away. Well, did he jump the start or not? That's for the officials to decide. Scott Allen is busy chasing him and trying to get back that advantage that he should have had with pole position. Here they come into the tight hairpins again. They'll be able to open up again down the straight, and well, of course, if Scott Allen has got the speed, he'll be able to get back into the lead. But at the moment it's Daniel Borton it is that leads, on board with Nick Smith. That's kart number 10, Scott Allen in 2nd position in front of him. Nick working hard to try and close down, half a gap there, but Nick thinks better of going down the inside, and at the moment It's Scott that's going to hang on to that position. There is kart number 6, Lee Stamp, trying to carve his way through the field. Great overhead shot. These karts capable of well over 100 miles an hour. And they're up in a position goes Frank Rathel. Rathel past Smith, up into 3rd place. Frank Rathel charging. Oh, look at that. Locks up going into the corner. Brilliant control from Rathel. Hangs on to 3rd place. And now he's challenging Scott Allen for 2nd position. There is Scott. Looks over his shoulder. He's trying to look ahead and back at the same time, of course, because he's the meat in the sandwich here. Is he going to challenge for the lead? Through they go again. Allen in 2nd position, Rathel 3rd. Can Rathel take 2nd here? Dives down the inside, half a gap. Allen gets hung out to dry, down to 3rd. Still leading though, it's Daniel Borton doing a very good job at the moment. Frank Rathel though, looks very, very quick indeed. Into the right-hander once again. Here's a replay of Rathel going through on the inside of number 10, Scott. That was very, very tidy indeed. And now he's going for the lead. Side by side they go. He's got it. Rathel fights his way through. Daniel Borton tried to defend, couldn't hang on to the lead. Rathel now, will he be able to pull away like he did in the earlier heat? He's already got a couple of lengths lead. Scott Allen will try and take 2nd position. Here we come. Final corner onto the main straight. Rathel takes the win. Fantastic. Borton hangs on to 2nd. Scott Allen is 3rd. Handshakes for those, but on the left of picture, Scott Allen unhappy.
I always tend to come good at the end of the season. It's just a shame that I didn't start off this year in that way. But you know, I'm like really pleased, and that was, you know, a really good race. I always knew that the kart was going to come to me and the track was going to come to me.
Just want to say thanks to my mum and dad and Rob for all the help they've given me.
Well done, mate. You drove an awesome weekend. Well done.
And an awesome season from Dean Stoneman, who'd got it all wrapped up even before today's racing had started. There he is at the top of the Super ICC table. Well, the speed from the rest of them has been fantastic all season as well. Nick Smith takes 2nd place, Frank Rathel 3rd, Tom Hibbert in 4th. Let's leave the final word, though, to Katie.
That's all from a fantastic international round. Join us next time for the last episode of the Stars of Tomorrow BRDC Karting Championship.